gangster, I'm a survivor. It hurt me not being able to.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to A Trillion Perspectives. Which is episode 5, episode 6, one of the two. I be losing number. I be losing count. This Mizzou edition, you know. So we down here in Mizzou. Got some of my boys with me. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Deuce Phase, man.
I'm Trey. It's good, man.
My name is Mari. What's up, man?
You know, Jayla. So, our episode topic today, talking about like being a man. So I feel like a lot of times in society, women, bro, they be tripping right now. They be telling us like the expectations they want you to do. Like, man, let's just talk about the expectations of being a man nowadays. Like, I seen something like a woman said, if a dude came up and hit your girl on the butt, and he with a group of homies, what is y'all doing?
Bro, it's crazy. I was literally just having this conversation with this girl I'm talking to right now. But we ain't say hitting on the butt, but I ain't gonna lie. How many people is there?
He got 4 with him. You by yourself.
Oh.
You got 4 with you, and it's just you and your girl.
What y'all doing, bro?
Bro, you gonna have to say something, bro. You can't
absolutely.
just
You gotta check them,
you
but
can't just sit there,
Absolutely.
bro. You gotta say something for sure, bro.
bro, women they gonna expect you to. What you want me to fight all for?
Can't
I
do
ain't gonna
that.
lie, I might get beat. I'm gonna keep it a butt.
You-
But
you-
I think my anger, I'm gonna fight.
You gonna take the butt with me?
Yeah. But I'm
Fold
I'm
to
gonna
one?
fight though for sure, but I'm probably gonna get beat up. It's 4 dudes. I'm gonna do my thing.
4-1 is crazy.
4 to
bro.
1 is crazy.
I don't
Think
know,
about
bro.
it. Think about how your girl gonna look at you when y'all get in the car ride home.
I feel like the
Dang,
most
bro,
you
you
can
ain't
do
do
is
nothing.
check them, bro. She gotta understand it's 4 dudes to me by myself, bro.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Amari, bro?
Yeah, I'll say the same. You gotta check them, but if it get to that point where you like they trying to do something, then like I don't know. Like I would prefer not to if it's 4 dudes because you gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like, regardless if you like hit one, knock them down, get the second one, they gonna get back up. You got 2 more guys coming at you. Like it's 4 of them, so it's like. And then, like, who knows? They might end up hitting your shorty. She try to hop in, trying to help you out. They hitting. And at that point, it's just not looking good.
It's just an L.
Yeah, that's an L in total.
It's
bro.
disrespectful. I don't know. I just try to say something about, like man to man. Why would you ever do that? You know what I'm saying? I would never
So, like,
disrespect you, your mama, nobody.
What you gonna say though? Because they didn't already cross the line by touching her. So it's like they ain't finna hear none of that respect stuff.
Look.
I mean, that's all you can do.
Everybody sit back. You just look at the camera while y'all talking. So,
Okay.
Oh, baby.
but I'm saying though, let's say if it's just one person, is it mandatory you got to put hands on them, or can you just say something?
And he put his hands on my girl, right? I'm putting hands on her.
Maybe he didn't know it was your girl. He tapped her butt or something like that.
What's the scenery like? Like we in a party, we in the park.
Y'all out to eat. You went to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
She getting up. She about to head to the car. She waiting on you.
Mm-hmm.
He come up, try to touch up on her.
Okay, yeah, it's
Nah, that's
definitely a
crazy.
conversation.
It's a conversation for sure.
It's a conversation.
Yeah, and then if he like start ODing, that's when like stuff start escalating, bro.
You got to
for
put
real.
hands on him.
Probably. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
I ain't gonna punch him though. I'm probably like push him or something, but I ain't gonna OD.
Okay. So another topic I want to talk about today was intimacy. So we all young, you know what I'm saying? We young. What's your relationship status? You say you talking to somebody?
Yeah.
Trey,
For sure.
Amari,
Yeah, I got a girl.
you got a girl. I'm the only one single one on the couch right now. So I think the topic to talk about is intimacy. I feel like so many times what I value in a relationship is intimacy, just not just the sexual, but it's also like what else come with it. The spiritual intimacy, the emotional intimacy. You got the physical also. But even with the emotional intimacy, that comes with like, you know what I'm saying, having that time to talk with your girl, you know what I'm saying, everything come home in the day, you had a long day at work, y'all been going through it. Like, explain what intimacy means to y'all, and like, is that important to y'all? Dating as a young man in 2023, is that important?
Absolutely. I feel like intimacy for me is like getting to know somebody on a deeper level, having a deeper understanding of somebody, more than like the rest of our peers might know her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's like you getting to know somebody deeper and like they true feelings and their intentions. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more like a deeper thought behind intimacy for sure. You like get to know a person better. So yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, I say the same thing. It's just time you spend with them, the amount of emotions that y'all feel together with each other. Definitely, I just agree with. Honestly, I agree with everybody else say. To be honest, the same thing.
Okay. So let's say, intimacy is lacking in y'all relationship. I feel like, what I'm saying, spiritual intimacy is very important. Having that relationship to talk about God, and then, also having y'all personal intimacy with God, just having that relationship, I feel like is very important. But like, do you feel like if one of those intimacies is lacking, that the relationship can't work? Let's say you're good on the emotional intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
You're good on the spiritual intimacy, but you're lacking in the sexual intimacy. Is y'all lacking? Like, how y'all feeling?
I feel like that's something y'all gotta discuss between each other, because some couples might view sexual intimacy like different than other people. Like, they might want to have sex all the time, but another couple might be chill off sex, like they don't really need it. So it's like, it depends on how you and your partner are for real. That's how I feel about it.
All right, what you think?
If intimacy is lacking, then that's something I think that definitely you gotta just bring it up to each other, like, because it's personal things, like, because everybody has a different love language, and like, how you deliver a person's love language, like, is how the other person feels fulfilled sometimes within the intimacy. So like, if my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation, but the other person's love language is acts of service, and they doing things for you in acts of service, but you like that stuff, you appreciate it, but that's not what makes you feel whole with them. You don't feel
they not loving you how you want to be loved.
How you want to be loved. So like, that's the type of conversation you got to have with them. It's like, hey, this is what I like. I know that if that's what you like, I'm gonna try my best to make sure I do that for you. But a lot of people, what you realize is that like, people who love each other in their love languages. That's what people usually do. Like, you come off as like, if I'm a physical touch person, I'm gonna automatically want to touch you, like I want that in return.
Yeah.
If you're acts of service, you do stuff for me, but that doesn't mean that that's all I want. Sometimes I just want you to tell me I look good for the day, or send me a paragraph how much you care about me. You know what I'm saying? Make me want to go harder.
Yeah. So, I think, bro, that's very important. Like, that's something I had to learn in my relationships, because it's be times like I'm a physical touch person, and I would give that off, but that's not necessarily what my partner likes. So my partner may just like, acts of service or positive affirmations. I feel like a lot of guys, we struggle like giving our shorties affirmations all the time. Like, what I'm saying? Like, they just want to hear the little stuff. They don't really care about all the extra stuff. But some girls, they just be wanting, them gifts.
Oh, bro.
You ever bought a bag for a girl?
Like a bag? Like, what you mean? Like a purse?
Purse?
Nope.
What's the most money you ever spent on a girl?
Most money? Well, bro, my last girlfriend, I was 15, so Muggs was broke then. So
You was
probably
getting
like
chicken?
$50. I feel like that was a lot of money for me at the time, though. But like, 50.
What's the most money you spent?
Most probably like $200, $300, maybe.
$200-300?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's that bad though.
More?
I look-y don't know. I don't know. Something around that range, probably like 3, 4 maybe.
I ain't gonna lie. I done bought a few bags in my life.
I know.
I probably spent most at one time for a girl, probably like $12.
On what?
Sound about right.
I'm saying, what you was doing?
So you
Going
got
crazy.
you got Valentine's, you got birthdays, you got Christmas. You know
So
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
all different times.
It's different times, but I
Oh,
feel
okay.
like I'm in a different space than y'all. Like, y'all in college right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I'm stacking some funds. I got a little money, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy.
Oh, bro.
Trying to stay humble, but is it important for your girl to reciprocate the same energy as you? So let's say you buy her gifts, but she can't even buy you something to eat. Does that make you feel some type of way, or do you just not expect her to?
It depends. Like, if she got the means for it, I'm gonna definitely feel some kind of way. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But like, nah, if she don't got it, then she just don't got it. At the end of the day, I feel like giving gifts and whatnot, it shouldn't be like in a way that you want it to be returned to you. You know what I mean? But I definitely would feel some type of way if I know like my girl is holding out on me, out on for some like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, dang, I just don't want to get you nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I feel you.
She
Yeah.
petty.
yeah, you know.
She petty.
No, I feel like it should. Like, it don't gotta be the same, but like in small ways. Like it's the small things. It should be returned in some type of way.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'll feel some type of way because it's like I'm going all out for you, and I can't get just a small thing in return. You feel me? Like that's just me though. I don't know, bro. But yeah, what you think, bro?
Yeah, I said I definitely don't expect like my woman to do what I do for them. You know what I'm saying, at all. But I definitely expect them to meet my love language. Just like I said, you feel me? Like so, like if I'm doing a lot of things for you, I expect you to be like going hard in the areas where you know I'm gonna love it a lot. You feel me? Like if it don't gotta be you buying me something back, but if you know my love language is physical touch, if you know my love language is words of affirmation, then that's the type of stuff you should like go hard for it. And you know what I'm saying? Because you know that's what I'm doing. But definitely, if we talking about financial side, like financial side, I don't expect my woman to reciprocate. But I do expect some reciprocation. Like, give me that boost of motivation to keep going, to keep doing it. I'm not saying it is unconditional love. At the end of the day, it's unconditional. So no matter what, I'm still gonna want to do it for you. But what gives me that motivation to keep wanting to go harder is when you do something, when you do just something small here and there, like just to show that you appreciate what I've been doing. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how I feel too. I agree with you.
You know the problem I had? I used to be that guy, like, I would try to pay for everything. Like, we also got to understand, like, we young, bro. We ain't got it where we could just, we supporting lifestyles right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I used to pay for everything. It's like, how many times should you have to pay something to eat, then your girl, like, she got to pay? So, I don't, look, you got 10 times. You done bought her something to eat and took her out for date night 5-6 times in a row. When is it like, sure, you gotta up some funds.
Bro,
You gotta pay for some gas. You want me to drive over
gotta
there?
do something, bro.
Look, I'm thinking like I paid 2-3 times in a row.
Yeah, I was gonna say like three. About three.
Three. It's your rotation.
Yeah, bro.
That sounds good to me. I'm going off of what y'all say.
I'm saying it gotta
Look.
be fair, bro.
Look, any rebuttal, we got a problem.
I ain't right. I don't think it's a number. I wouldn't like say like, yeah, after 3, like it better be something. But more or less, after, if I don't know, I feel like it's on a personal level. Whenever you kind of feel like, dang, like when you start to have that feeling, like like low key, I wouldn't mind something. Like,
Y'all
I
gonna
wouldn't
say it
mind
straight
it.
up?
Like,
Like, would you tell her straight up, like, hey, it's your turn to pay type junk, or you just gonna like just not get her nothing until she pay for you?
nah, I would not say it's your time to pay. I wouldn't say that, but I would say like I would express like, you know, I wouldn't mind you taking me out here and there, like, but it would have to be a conversation, like showing like, hey, I kind of feel underappreciated because you haven't been doing something for me, like, you know, you don't got to do it now or next week or not. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. You feel
True.
me? Like,
I'll throw a slight little joke. Like, dang, I'm a little hungry. I'm a little hungry. You got me? You feel me? Like, you got me, bro? I'm
You
a
throwing
hungry.
subliminals like, dang, I ain't ate all day. You gonna give me something to eat?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I'll say it straight up. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
So you
I'm like, hey, these last 2-3 meals I done paid, bro. You gonna have to cough up something.
so you blunt with your girl. You gonna tell her like, I done paid last few times. You just gonna come out to work.
I might. I could definitely see myself doing that for sure.
Okay.
JC, what you thinking?
I think this is a sensitive topic because as a man, we are expected to do more than a female. But it's also like, if I'm just taking care of everything, I'm your man, but it's like, it seems like I'm your father.
Low key.
Like, where's the energy back? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm just paying for everything, like, what am I getting out of this? I'm not saying you can't get spiritual or emotional, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
want to feel good too.
You want to feel good too.
You want to feel good.
Or you get your girl a bag, man. She come back, she get you something. You know what I'm saying? She know you trying to go out with the guy. She get you a nice little fit, a nice little t-shirt or something.
Some shoes.
But it's like, girls like when you do stuff and you don't have to ask them. So I shouldn't have to ask you to just, man, sometimes, you know, I've been working 12 hours. I'm slaving all day. You know what I'm saying? You bring me home something to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I think that goes to come with the conversation about how to communicate right with your girl. And I feel like I had the challenge where a lot of times girls, they want to, let's say your girl something happened with your girl. She got in a bad score on her test, or she got into it with her mama. Or like, I feel like us guys, we are solution people. Like when I went somewhere on my girl bring me a problem, I'm trying to give you a solution. Women don't want to hear that.
Okay.
You know what women want to do? They just want to vent. And so, tell me how you communicate with your girl. Like, if she got a problem or something like that, what you doing?
I ain't gonna lie. I'll ask her straight up, like, do you want me to listen or you want me to give you a solution?
Come for the solution. That's what I found works the best.
Yeah, you gotta listen, bro. I
Yeah.
feel like you just gotta listen, let them get everything out, and then that's when you try to help them with the problem, bro.
Sometimes you just don't even give a solution. Just listen. Because
Listening is important.
I've had that problem where like I'm listening to what you're saying, but my thing is like, okay, it's a problem. As a man, we got to be able to fix something. Like if I got my car got a flat tire, I know like I need to get it towed or anything. Like sometimes they just want to just get off their chest and let it out, and like I just be too quick to just like trying to fix everything and just really not listening. So like Amari, like you've been in a serious relationship. You going on 2 years?
Yeah.
What's something you learned like with your communication, like how to communicate effectively?
For me, like, and you know, it's something I'm still working on, but like, honestly,
Look at the camera.
Oh my bad. The best way, like, I learned how to like, I've been trying to learn how to communicate was really, just like really through God first type of deal. Cause I realized like a lot of times when something go wrong, bro, the first thing you need to go do is talk to God about it, because when you try to you try to think of solutions for yourself and your mind, it usually lead down like that rabbit hole of like I'm right, that person wrong. Like that's usually always what happens, especially in the moment if it's heated.
Prideful.
One thing for me, like if it comes to, it all depends on the type of argument it is, but like if it comes to a point where like I'm getting angry, like I usually try to remove myself from either the situation or the room, take a breather, because that's just going to escalate me trying to raise my voice or yell. It's just going to make her raise her voice or yell, and then now nobody really listening to each other. So I say like the main thing I've been trying to do a lot is just like if there's an issue, I pray to God about it first. You know what I'm saying? Take some time to ask him like, hey, humble my heart right now so I can be humble enough to communicate effectively and hear her wholeheartedly. Because you know, it's times where we just have that pride in us, bro, to not want to say that we did anything wrong, even though like it's never even. It's a term, it's a phrase out here. It's like own 100% of your 1%. So even if you feel like it was the other person did 99% of the problem of what just happened, there's always two sides to the story, and that 1% you must own the whole 100% of that 1%. So own up to what you did, even if it was small. And that's gonna resolve a lot of things.
That's decent. That's a nice little outlook for sure.
Look, as a man, do you have to be the first one to apologize? You and your girl get in an argument. Every time she just take the initiative to apologize, or just when does it get to a point it's like, no, I'm not just gonna keep like taking the fault for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a tough question, bro.
what you think? Cause it like sometimes as a dude, we just gotta apologize, even if we feel like we're not wrong.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Cause it's like you said, you don't want to take the blame all the time.
All the time.
Especially when you know you're not wrong.
doing nothing.
So that's a hard question, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, man.
I ain't got no answer for it. I ain't been in a relationship for a minute, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we all young, we still experiencing things, and so another thing I realized, like I feel like we've all been in a few relationships to know or talk to a few people in some situationships to understand like kind of what we like at this point and what we don't like. And so one thing I want to bring up is like, what do y'all think is better, compromise or change? I think I can ask you to change. It's something I don't like. Let's say I ask you to change like your attitude or something like that. But it gets to a point like you steady keep asking the person to change. I don't want to change you as a person. Mm-hmm. I want the person I'm with is naturally going to be naturally just, you know what I'm saying, we naturally fit. Mm-hmm. But if you steady keep asking the person to change everything about them, you really not dating that person. You trying to change them to somebody that works for you. And right. So y'all think compromising and changing is better?
But that's tough. I feel like I'm very similar to you as far as like getting tired of asking people to change and whatnot, to where I'm at the point now. Any girl I'm finna talk to like now or in the future and whatnot, I'm not gonna do too much of like asking you to change. I'm gonna let you know what I like and what I don't like, and then I'm gonna learn like your bad sides, like what's good about you and what's not good about you, and then I'm gonna ask myself, okay, can I deal with that? You know what I mean?
One red flag, you gone.
I ain't gonna lie. If it's like a big red flag where I'm like, okay, in the future, like that'll really start getting to me. Yeah.
That's not bad, bro. I feel like compromising. Cause yeah, like you said, like asking somebody to change all the time, that's not it. That's not even the real them for real.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta find out like how to learn a person and then compromise with what they got and their bad things. And if it's not for you, bro, just you gotta get up out of there. You don't like it, get up out of there.
I feel like my perspective on compromise and change is like there's no way to avoid either one. Like because at the end of the day, you gonna compromise for the relationship is compromised initially anyway. That's what a relationship is. It's compromising for the other person consistently.
Yeah.
That's all it is. The change is like there are certain aspects of yourself that you get realized when your woman is you spend the most time with your girl. Most people spend the most time with their girl. Even when they got homies, you gonna be with your girl. She gonna see every part of you. So she gonna be able to be the one to tell you like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You need to be doing this differently. And she gonna tell you straight. And no one else gonna tell you. Even though you might take it hard at first, you're gonna be like, dang, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, you coming at me like that? Like, but no one else told you. She gonna be the one. You go like, dang, I gotta look, he gotta change that. But if you constantly telling a person like, I don't like the way you do this, or I don't like how you like trying to change your whole personality, that's different. But you're gonna have both in the relationship. You're gonna change in the relationship. The change should be growth. That should be the change.
For sure.
But then the compromise is the relationship. The relationship in itself is compromise. I'm spending more time compromising time. I could be doing something else with you. Like that's literally what it is.
So wait, what's better? Your girl checking you or your homie checking you?
What you mean by checking you? Like,
Yeah, what they checking me about?
You doing some BS, or you're not working to your full potential, or you putting yourself in certain situations that your girl, like you can be close with your homie, but once you locked in with your girl's she's spending the night with you. She your girl gonna hear about your stress. You know what I'm saying? You might tell your homie everything, but I feel like your girl you gonna confide in. You gonna confide in her. Would you rather like your homie check you on something? Man, you got a bad attitude. Your homie like, you might be, man, bro, shut up, bro. With your girl, it's kind of like, that kind of hits the soul, like hits your gut. Like, man, your girl saying like something you're not doing right. What do you think? Your girl or your homie?
what you saying? What's worse?
What's better?
What's better?
Or what would y'all prefer?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I feel like my girl would hit harder.
Yeah. Would it make you change faster, your girl or your homie?
Yeah, I mean, I'll think about it way more because it's my girlfriend. But like, if my homie said, I don't know, bro, that's hard. It's not like I'm discrediting my homie saying it because it's still my homie.
It's
like,
still
he
your
know
homie.
me. Like,
It's
he
still
know
your
me,
homie.
bro.
He know
So
you.
He gonna call me out on my BS. So I feel like they both good. Like, I don't feel like it's no better one. They both, like, I don't know.
I think it's your girl, hands down.
Yeah. Girl gonna hit harder for sure.
Hands down.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
and you talk to your homie like, but it's just like your girl tell you like you're not doing something right, or like, and your girl should be your number one fan, and if she really pushing, she want the best for you, she gon' check you when you're not for your full potential. If you're not going to the gym enough, if you're not eating good, if you eating out every bag, you spending all your money, if she not seeing you to your full potential, like your homie might let you pass on some BS, and a good homie is gonna check you too, but your girl, that's gonna hit the soul.
That's facts.
I feel like low key, but I agree with y'all saying. But at the same time, I say like your girl always finna be checking you. Like that comes with a relationship is like a girl checking you about something. You checking your girl about something, that is constant, like throughout the relationship. So I feel like if my homie if most of the time your homie's not gonna check you on certain stuff, they not. Like even if a good homie or not, they might give you some advice here and there, but they not gonna check you. But like your homie, your good homie trying to check you and tell you like, hey, you like, bro, what's going on with this? Trying to like put you back in line, bro. I feel like it waking me up a little bit. I'm not saying that my shorty not gonna wake me up too, but it's consistent. She gonna check you throughout the relationship all the time. But like your homie saying something, like, dang, it must have been something for real for him to say this.
For him to say something.
For him to say something, that means it's apparent to everybody else too. Like your girl gonna see the small things that you do, like people don't even realize, like, cause she constantly there. But yo homie, if he's saying something, bro, everybody else see it too, 100%. Yo, everybody you interact with, they seen that same quality that he trying to help you change. Like they seen it too, and that's probably the reason why he's saying something in the first place. Like he like, man, I know this is apparent. Like I don't know.
Y'all agree?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I see
So,
what you're saying for
yeah,
sure.
Definitely.
All right, red flags in women. We get right to it. We get into the
I'll rip like that,
we get
bro.
to the juicy
Red
part.
flags.
We have some decent little questions. We get to the juicy part of the
Take a sip of
podcast.
water real quick.
I feel like I've learned what I want in a woman now, and what I want at 21 is probably not going to be what I want at 25. What I want at 25 is not what I'm not going to want when I'm at 30. But at this point, I kind of like, bro, how do y'all feel about girls that be posting their booty on Instagram?
Nope.
That ain't it, bro.
I'm Gucci.
Nah,
If your
Simple as that.
nada.
if your girl posts a bikini picture, and we know when girls be trying to get some attention, is that a no go? Do you get to veto what your girl posts?
Shoot, I ain't. But that's tough. I feel like it depends, like what she was already posting. If she was already posting stuff like that, and I came to a relationship with her, I feel like I got no room to like tell her.
So you know what you was getting yourself
That's
into.
facts.
Exactly,
That's facts.
yeah.
That's facts.
But let's say you didn't start off like that. Nah,
If you didn't start off like that, it's different.
but
But hold on. Let me say something.
go ahead, bro.
I feel like if they already posting it, right? If they want you, and that's something that's hurting your feelings. If it don't hurt your feelings and your girl all out there in front of the net, okay. Let her keep doing it then. It don't hurt you enough to but if she sees that you care enough that other men can view her body, can see her intimate areas, XYZ, if she sees that it upsets you enough, a relationship is compromised like we talked about earlier.
Is that a compromise or change?
That's a compromise because she's not changing who she is. She's changing posting on the net her body. She can still post all you want. You don't gotta change how much you post.
That's
You don't
facts.
gotta. You just gotta change you showing your booty, your titties. You feel me? That all that you gotta change it.
So
is
are
a
you getting- I'm
is
off,
a
go
is a
ahead.
bikini picture too much for y'all?
It
That's-
depends.
Is that too
Depends.
much, bro?
It depends.
How
If it's like
bikini.
one of them bikinis that like that little strap in the back, it show the
string
whole
up-
cheekage.
little string up the
Absolutely
crack.
not.
the sliver.
Absolutely not.
Look, little string up the crack, like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't
feel
know.
that, I feel that.
But it's also like I'm at a point now. Like I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna let you know how I'm feeling, and either you gonna change it or you not. And I feel like I got a right also saying if you don't change it, I don't have to be with you. Is it wrong if you break up with your girl for something like that's something that bothers you?
No, because I look at those as like slippery slopes. It's
That's
like,
a red flag.
You know what I mean? Exactly. She gonna keep on doing it, and then she gonna keep on pushing the limit. See what you can take. See what you
Exactly.
don't like. Whoop de whoop. And your feelings just gonna keep on getting hurt and more hurt. I'm
Especially
good.
if you keep calling it out too. You keep letting her know and she don't change it, then that's a problem.
How many times you have to say something?
One
Yeah, I'm to the point. It's one.
one time.
Look, twice. I'm like
When it comes to we talking about posting, like being posted.
Or
anything. If you
just
tell your girl,
one or
you let
two,
your girl
bro.
know how you feeling. How many chances does she get?
I feel like it all depends on what we talking about. Because if it's like a character trait quality that they've had their whole life, you can't expect someone to just
Change
one
right
time
away.
be like, "Hey,
bro.
change this, bro. I don't like that." You be like, "Bro, I bet if you gotta work, I'm gonna work on that." That's what you gonna say. Because then, like, when you keep working on it, that's a process of trying to get that out of you. Like you trying to, and it hurts trying to like change that. It hurts trying to change your personality, bro. Like change your character, and because your character ain't all good. You feel me? But when it comes to the posing stuff, one time, that's right.
Okay, give me a list. Give me a list of your red flags. We gonna go
Red
down the
flag.
list.
Okay.
Yeah, my fault.
Dang, I gotta think of something off rip.
Can your girl have a boy best friend?
Gay.
He's straight.
I ain't gonna lie. She could, but like she not gonna be. They not gonna be talking every day. That's a no go for me. You're not gonna be talking every day. Y'all gotta have y'all little lunches or whatever. I need to know when
They can
I
go
need
on
to know when
lunch?
they is. I gotta know what they is for sure though, and they gotta be daytime, and I gotta be there. Type junk. So it's a 3-date type junk.
You let your girl go on a lunch?
It depends how long they been best friends, bro. Cause like if they was best friends before we started talking,
Yeah.
there's nothing I could do about that, bro.
Okay.
But like lunch, I mean, I don't know, bro. It ain't bad. It's just lunch.
Is lunch really lunch though? Is lunch
I
really
gotta meet
lunch?
the dude too. It depends. Like I'm gonna have to meet him and like sit down with him and all that, and like see what type of person he is. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
might be
mean?
in your face, bro. I don't even want her, bro. When we
I
at
feel like you can
lunch,
tell, though.
when we at lunch, I'm trying to eat that chicken sandwich. You hear me?
I got a whole lot of female friends. though, so I feel like since I got a lot of female friends and the majority of them I don't be trying nothing with, I can see my girl having a dude friend like that. But like I said, I'm gonna have to meet him and really see. I
Yeah.
feel like you can read through that kind of easy though.
But bro, you know how many girls be like, they be saying they just they boy best friend, but they really be smashing them on the low.
Yeah, I be hearing about that all the time.
Or that's my brother. Brother is crazy.
Brother is crazy. That ain't it, bro.
Go ahead, bro. I interrupted. Give me a
Nah,
red
you good,
flag
you
song.
good. I'm gonna let this skip and go back to somebody else.
Go ahead, Trey.
I gotta think about red flags too, bro.
Mari,
That's hard, bro.
I can start off if we need me to.
Let me think about some.
I gotta think about that.
Too social media. That's a red flag for me. Like you want people to you want too much attention now. If you got business on the net,
Yeah.
like you're on the net because of business. All right, cool.
Okay.
But if you're consistently on the net trying to be seen, you're trying to be seen. Don't give me the whole, yeah, I'm posting this for myself. Okay, then don't post it at all if it's for yourself. You post it, it's social media, so to be seen. That's my whole thing. So that's red flag number one. Posting to you constantly on the net, you so social media, bro. Like everybody, they know what you doing by dinner time. Like, yeah, I seen she was just here earlier. She over there now. She here. That's a red flag for me. Red flag 2 would probably be too materialistic. You know what I'm saying? Like you just love too much material stuff, like too much stuff of temporary
Bags. Yeah.
bags. Like you just love that stuff so much. It's a red flag to me because it's like, all right, well, if I lose my job and I can't afford to get you any of that material stuff, you still gonna mess with me though. You feel me? Like if you love that stuff too much, red flag for me. Red flag if she don't follow God, that's a double, triple red flag. Like I won't even
Engage.
There's no engagement on that end. Like I'm not trying to see what's to you if you're not following God in the first place. Like we can be cool. Yeah. I'll show you my godly personality. I'll show you like how I'm following God, but that's not my purpose to try to build up another woman in God. Like that's my purpose while she's already running the race with God, and then she can follow my lead while we running together. But I'm trying to find someone equally yoked. You feel me? Like that would be like a couple red flags if I wasn't in a relationship. Like the red flags.
That was tough.
Trey, you got something?
I'm thinking social media, being too social media for sure.
Definitely.
I say probably too many guy friends. Like she kick it around. Like she don't really got no female friends, bro. Like
Is that
straight.
that's a red flag?
That's not a red flag, bro.
I think it is.
Cause how you don't have girlfriends? Like why you don't got girlfriends? Why you not cool with girls? Like,
Yeah.
are you the problem? You feel me?
Are you the problem?
Are you the problem, bro? Like that's one thing I say. I don't know. If I get some more, I'll say something. But
I
that's
got
what
some.
right now.
Go ahead.
Is she like too involved in drama? That's one thing I'm not messing with at all. Like always in the mix with some type of drama, and then she say something like, "I never know. I never be doing nothing. They always picking with me or something like that." That's a red flag number one.
He's
But I'll
speaking
get up out
facts
of
right
there.
now.
Man,
Stop the cap.
Get up out of there for that.
Stop
And
the
then,
cap.
So y'all know, like when you link up with a girl for the first time and whatnot,
Yeah.
and some women they give you that feeling of like, dang, if I wanted to do something with her right now, I could type junk. You know what feeling I'm talking about?
What you mean?
Like if
I know
I
what you're
wanted to hit right now, I could probably hit.
That's a
type
red
junk.
flag?
Too thirsty.
That's a red flag for
No,
me.
let me say
On
this.
first
Too
link,
thirsty.
Let me say
Thirsty on
this.
First link.
kinda, yeah.
If y'all have sex the first night, you couldn't cover?
Nah,
Why?
because I got to think about how many other dudes did you let hit the first night.
First night is crazy.
Yeah, bro,
know what
that's
I mean?
wild, bro.
Listen.
You don't protect your coochie that much. Like it's not that. It must not have
I'm
no
at
value.
fault too,
Let me
but
speak.
shoot.
I disagree from y'all. Let me hear. Let me give y'all my perspective.
All right.
I don't
Let me
know
finish.
about
Let me
that.
finish.
Go
Let me-
JT, let me say one more thing. Hold
Go
on,
ahead,
hold on. You think about how valuable something is based. It's supply and demand, right?
Yeah.
If there's less supply and a lot of demand, the value of it goes up. Now, if you out here just giving this coochie to everybody first night, how valuable is that coochie? It should be hard to get. That's what makes it. That's what gives it the value. And it's not even coochie. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like just Yeah, basically.
You gotta work for it, bro. You ain't even work for it.
Let me say this though. What if I did put the work in though?
But you said
A
first.
day's worth of work.
You said
No,
first.
let me say this. Let me say this.
You
Let me
said
say this.
same day work, bro.
It's 2022. We grown, and I feel like if I link with a girl and we got a good vibe, we go out to eat. You know, we kick it. We go to little putt shack, a little Top Golf or something. You know what I'm saying? And we get to get to the situation where we want to do some grown adult things. You know, why not? Why I gotta look down on her because it's first night? But that doesn't mean just because that happens first night that you still don't vet her. You still don't make sure she has all those good qualities. And what if you think high of yourself? What if you just got that swagger?
Yeah, I get what you said.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
can't go.
Feeling
That's why I
yourself.
said like I said my number one my triple red flag is if she not following God, and I know a godly woman is never doing that.
you can't say that though. You can't say that
No,
though.
look, I'm talking about a woman that's actively following God is not doing that. She's not giving the coochie up first night. She's not. If she's actively walking with God in alignment with the Spirit, she's not trying to do that. That's not even on her. That's not even on the list of things she's trying to do. And I know that personally. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman of God is not trying to do that. Now people can claim that they can. A woman can claim that she's following God. She can claim that she giving the coochie up first night is red flag, bro. That's so red flag because is she really following God? Does she know her? Does she know the value of her body? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things to ask in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, which that could not be true. That could not be true. Could have been an accident. She like, damn, I shouldn't have did this. But at the end of the day, you should be able to know the following days after she cut it off. She like, that was an accident. That's not what I do. That's not even who I am.
Yeah.
Like she would tell you straight like, that was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Next time we do it, will be probably after marriage if you want to mess with me. And at that point, it's up to the dude to see do you even mess with this shorty to wait till a marriage, or you just want the coochie right now. Let's see how long you can wait. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like that. But I just feel like we grown though. I feel like we grown. It's like
Dude, first night though.
Because I'm
that's
thinking like,
wild.
okay,
First night is wild.
first night don't mean y'all haven't been talking for weeks though.
I'm saying like first time meeting the girl,
guess.
like
what
so
is
your
first
first
night? What
meet
is
and
first
greet.
night?
So
like,
first
you
night
know
you
what I
talking about some you just meet the girl and y'all
Like, I
hang
meet
out.
her. We go get dinner and whatnot, or we go get lunch or something like that. Then we end up liking each other. We kick it for the rest of the day, and I take her back to my crib, or I go back to her crib. We watch a little show, whoop de whoop, and then one thing lead to another. That's first.
Yeah,
night.
but that's like the first time you meeting her. Like texting don't matter for real. FaceTime, that ain't nothing. Like you meeting her in person for the first time, bro. For the first time, you catching her vibe in person for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Okay, let's say this
I
though.
couldn't do it, dude.
You know, y'all all got some situations and relationships, but first time, you know what I'm saying, you link with a girl. What are y'all looking for? What's some green flags like?
Woman of God, for
Okay.
sure. Like if she like I usually will mention my faith and whatnot, and I kind of just try to see her reaction to that.
Yeah.
And if it's a good reaction, and then she start talking about her walk with God and whatnot, that's a green flag for sure. And if she's smart, intelligent, and she talk intelligent, got a good vocabulary.
She gotta be cool, bro. Like I feel like I'm like a chill, laid back kind of like. I like that, bro.
Laid back.
That's what I like, bro. Like she gotta be real cool, chill. Like she's still funny though. Like you know what I'm saying. She still got her little personality.
Your girl gotta be funny.
Yeah,
I think,
she gotta have some type of humor to her for sure.
bro, some women just do not be funny though. I swear they don't, bro. Not everybody. I'm not generalizing, but some women do not be funny. What about you, Maury?
I'll say like how she treat the people around her.
Oh,
Huge. You know what I'm saying? How she talk about her friends, or like, because at the end of the day, like when I first meet, if I'm not, let's say like if I'm not in a relationship, right? If I was not in my relationship right now, and I was looking for a woman. I'm not looking for the attention to try to. I'm not even trying to figure out if I want this girl or not. I'm just trying to see what type of person she is at first. So if I could see what type of person she is in general, like how she treat her friends, does she talk about people behind their back? Does she talk crazy about her family members? You know what I'm saying? Like, does she air out business all the time?
Yeah.
Like, if she doing that type of stuff, then I'll be like, okay, well, I'm not even thinking about that in the first place, though. You feel me? I'm not thinking like, should I get on this person? But like, someone that's giving me all the green flags, like actively walking with God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Living for God's mission, bro. those are green flags for me. You feel me? Like if treating people with respect, not in no drama, not talk about people, bro. You feel me? Like, you know, has self value and self worth, 100%. Like, and then, you know, has something going for herself. If she actively trying to make something of herself, I don't care what it is, bro. You trying to be a professional dancer,
Yeah.
and not no pole dancer. I mean a real dancer. You feel me? Like, then yeah, cool. You feel me? Like that's what. And I'm not saying, I'm not disrespecting people that do those jobs or nothing.
Yeah.
But that's just not what I look for in a woman. You feel me?
Respect is huge.
Respect.
Respect is
Respect
huge.
is a big thing, because one thing I also look for is feminine energy. And I think it's very important. Like when I first started living with a girl, I don't want no girl that's always cursing or talking about she gonna beat woo 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 up. Like that don't really give me feminine. That don't really give me like, you know how to submit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely important when you're in a relationship. God, you know, he chose a man for us to lead a certain way. And if I can't lead, or I'm fighting with you when I got to handle other situations. Or another thing is for me is like is finances. I think having a relationship with God is very important, but also I need somebody that understands what good financial decisions are, because a lot of people our age, like if you make $400 a week, but you buying $300 worth of weed, like then you already off my list off the bat. Or if you can't do certain things, or you take care of your business, like if I can explain you like how to pay your credit or do certain things like that, and then you just go and mess it up, that just turns me off. Like we're not even heading in the right direction with me, because finance is a big thing for me.
It's real.
And so it's just like, if we really have plans, like, okay, you know, once you start dating, it's eventually to get married, or if you want this wedding, or you want to live together, and we just can't make these smart financial decisions now, how can I expect you from 5 years from now to like be that woman that I want you to, or grow into that person?
I definitely feel that. Like, I won't say like that's all. That's not what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for a woman that's willing to learn. Like, who's like wants to be a student of like, if I say I'm savvy in when it comes to finance, she's willing to learn that, and not be stuck in her old ways. It's like, well, this is how I grew up. I grew up. If I want something, I buy it. X, Y, Z. Like, but I'm sitting here trying to teach you something, but you don't take what I say. Then it's like, dang, that's a problem. That's gonna create some rift.
I've dated girls like that.
Yeah, that's a rift. But I was just thinking about another thing. Another green flag is like, how do other people talk about her? Like, if you hear like the constant word of mouth about this person is this, is there truth to that? It's sometimes not true.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you got to go find out for yourself.
Yeah.
That's true.
Facts.
But if I want to know, like, are other people talking highly of this person, bro? Like, they're like, man, yeah, I love her. She just loves everybody, man. Like, every time I talk to her, she's such a genuine person, bro. Or like, man, she be grinding on her stuff though. Like, I don't talk to her a lot, but every time I see her, I just know she's like working hard. Like, I heard stuff like that. I'm like, wow. When people look at you, they think so highly of you. So that's a super green flag.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's facts.
Or another red flag, talk about yourself too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
In what way?
you're so conceited that everything you talk about, it has to be revolved around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing that the person is doing is trying to be impactful for other people. Everything is about self, and nothing's about being selfless. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking for a selfless woman. If I was single, I'm looking for a woman that wants to die of herself to help others around her. That's what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, very high bar. You feel me?
Yeah. And how important is you meet a girl, you meet her parents? I feel like the parents that she has says a lot about her. What do y'all think?
That's important.
I
That's
think,
important,
bro.
for sure.
What if you go over that house and you see in red flags, and you go over there and you see the mama doing the same thing? It's like, yeah, like you are kind of raised. I mean, you're gonna be a product of what you were raised around. Not necessarily 10 times out of 10, but you know what I'm saying? If your parents is used to selling drugs or doing certain stuff, and you start selling drugs, I'm not surprised. Like,
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree.
you disagree?
Yeah, because I feel like an individual is an individual at the end of the day, and they can like either let their parents and how they raised them like affect them, or they can change and become their own person. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I feel like I met a lot of women who, like you said, is very similar to their mom to their mothers, and then I met a lot of women that's also like different. Like, they'll tell me about their mom, and I'm like, wow, like it's crazy that you became you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 100%, bro. It could definitely like be their own person from like their parents. You could look at like a bad parent and be like, I don't want to be like them.
Yeah.
And then just change totally and like not even relate to them at all. So yeah, I definitely seen that before too.
Definitely case by case.
Case by case. Man. So we see some relationships in the public right now, or like, you know, what is the dream situation, or as you as a man, like what do you want yourself to be? The man that you aren't now, like what do you want that man to be? Like raising your kids, or you know what I'm saying, being that husband, like what are some things that you want to get to, or like having expectations of yourself that you haven't gotten there yet?
That I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
Definitely financially stable for sure. To the point where I don't never want to clock until 9 to 5 if I don't got to, and I want to get to the point where all the businesses that I do have, I've hired other people to basically run or automate the mess out of that mug to where I don't have to clock in every single day, and I can spend time with my family, my wife, travel and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, I get that, but I feel like we all talk about finances. Everybody want to be rich, but what about the message that you pass into your kids, or you know what I'm saying, the way you lead your wife? Like I've seen so many people that have been homeless, but they just have great relationships, and they're so bonded well together. Like money isn't just gonna solve all problems. Like money means nothing. Like I wanted to be with my wife. If God takes away everything and He says we live in a tent for 3 years, that like I can still lead and give different morals and just, you know what I'm saying, fulfill different things in our marriage. And so finances, yeah, everybody want to have money or be a millionaire. Nobody wants to work for a job, but like, what are those things? Like, I feel like I just want to be able to pass to my kids to just being themselves and just learning the lessons that I didn't experience. Like another thing is like, I just, you know, just being that father or just being that parent, like have that open relationship. Like if your kid go through something, like they end up getting somebody pregnant or a certain situation, like just come and open up to me and tell me different things without, you know, making dumb decisions or trying to handle it on themselves and they're not able to.
Right. I feel like being a leader, like me personally, being that leader and like carrying that leader role, like for my kids and my wife, like just follow my lead and just being able to set a good example for them. Just being a good example for my kids. And then being that openness part, like,
yeah,
you always want to have your kid come to you if they're going through something. Like, you don't want to have them be closed off. Like, you my kid, like, you want to feel that relationship. So that too, for sure, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times parents be talking about like when they kids do something, like, I didn't raise you like that. But it's like, are you open? Do you really know who they are as a person? Like, you might think you know your kid, but every time your kid come home, they in they room, they door closed. You don't know who their friends are. You don't know what they doing when they go out. You don't really know like what's their interest. All you think you know is like you raising them or telling them to do certain chores. You're not really investing. You don't have a relationship with your kids. You just birthed them. You're not a parent. You don't have a relationship with them. I feel like that's very important to have, and a lot of people don't have that. And so like me, I definitely just want to have more of a family vibe with my kids. Like, you know what I'm saying, eating at that table every day, or you know what I'm saying, having those game nights once a week, and installing that like that family orientation, because a lot of times family, that's all you got. And so if you don't have that, like that's when people have problems. Like, you know, so you got nobody to rely on. Like friends are gonna come and go, relationships are gonna come and go, but your family is supposed to be somebody you can open up to and really rely on.
Definitely.
What y'all think?
That's facts.
For the question of like what I want to be in like in a man later on, like
Yeah.
definitely I want to be just an individual that like I want my kids to really like look at me and their eyes twinkle. You know what I'm saying? Like they like my pops is literally different. Like I want them to know it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want my kids to aspire to be greater than me. So I want to instill in them like, man, like I want to instill them like whatever I'm doing, like there's more to be accomplished. You know what I'm saying? That like I want y'all to do more than what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to achieve greater things and whatever that may be. And I want to definitely lead my family spiritually. You feel me? Like I just want to be at a point where I'm so submitted to God that I know my wife gonna submit to me because I'm submitted to God, and that my children they don't just see that, yeah, okay, pops go to church on Sundays, but I see him drinking beer with the guys on Saturday night kicking it, getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like they see like a man of God who's actually walking, trying to get spiritually connected to God, and they see that the fruits of it, so they can understand. Like, man, I see the fruits of his life, and I want that. So I really want them to impact it for God. And then when it comes to, you know, my wife, I definitely want to just like put her. I want to get to the point where I'm 100%. My wife is put before me. Like everything, whatever it is, like she come first. But no matter what it is, wife first. The point where like, you know what I'm saying? Even though the wife might say, pick the kids first. Like I'm picking you first, low key. Like you my wife. Like I want you to come first. And that take time to build up, you know what I'm saying?
Years and years.
Take years and years to be like your wife to get put first. But you know, that's definitely some stuff I think about.
Yeah. Let's say this. Is it okay to lie to protect your partner's feelings? Or is it okay? I feel like lying is also not telling them what they would like. You know the information, but you're just not saying something. And I feel like a lot of times I'm guilty of this. I might not say it or I might not tell you what you want to hear because I'm trying to protect your feelings and I care about you. But if you're not really telling them the truth, can you really say you care about their feelings?
Yeah, that's tough.
Hey, that's real.
That's real.
What do you think? What's your perspective?
Hey, say that again, bro.
So, I'm lying to protect your feelings. But I could tell you the truth, too. I'm lying because I'm trying to protect your feelings. I care about you. I'm lying because I care about you. I don't want to see you upset. I don't want to see you hurt. But if I tell you the truth, you can't be mad at me for telling the truth because this is really what happened. This is really how I feel. This is really the situation. Is it okay to lie to protect your partner's feelings?
I ain't gonna lie. I learned with women, they would definitely rather you just tell the truth straight up.
They say that though, but can they handle the truth for real though?
Cause I was in a situation where I lied a couple of times because I'm like, bro, she don't want to hear this. You know what I mean? And then, but like a few months, like a month or two passed, whoop de whoop, and then she found out like kind of what my real answer was, and she was like way more hurt type junk. Like we had like a real deep conversation about it and whatnot. This is a girl from the past and everything, and I kind of realized then like, okay, even though it's gonna hurt up front, you know what I mean, and it might cause an argument and whatnot. It's gonna hurt a lot more once they really find out like what your real truth is later on, you know?
Yeah, I say the same thing, dude. It's like that was a problem for me. Like early on in the relationship, I'll do like little white lies, like this stuff. Like I don't feel like conflict. I don't even want to like get into it. I don't want to argue. I don't even want to argue about whatever this is. Like whatever, like little white lies. You feel me? Like, and that leads down a spiral because then you get to the point if you selling all these white lies, like they feel like they can't trust you now. And without trust, what is the relationship? You feel me? So like, I think telling the truth first is 100% the way to go. You feel me? Like, it's true, bro. Men be lying, bro. Like, let's be real. Like, men just be lying about anything, bro. Like, we just be lying.
Do be lying,
bro. We just be lying, bro. We don't be care. We just be lying. Like, yo, I don't feel like dealing with this, or I don't feel like hearing this, or XYZ. But like, they would 100% prefer you to tell them the truth, even if it hurt them at front. They would prefer it, even if it hurts, because if you wait too long, then they can be like, "What else haven't you told me?" Now
they
it's
gonna
like
start overthinking.
Overthinking. What?
Overthinking.
So you haven't? What? That one time you said you told me the truth, was that a lie? Now they think everything a lie.
Look,
like,
I swear, shorties take an inch and they go a mile, bro. Sometimes you like, bro, you taking this too deep. It's not even that. And so, I think that just goes to say, like, I think all relationships. Let me see what y'all think about this. All relationships can be saved by a man or failed by a man. And I say that because any relationship that you actually establish, y'all have had the conversation, y'all talk, I feel like it's your job as the man to set the tone of what this relationship gonna be. Is if it's healthy communication, you know what I'm saying? I don't want a relationship like we get into it, oh, don't talk to me right now. We blocking each other with this. That's childish. It's my job to say, okay, we gonna sit down and talk about anything, or like, you know what I'm saying? Do y'all give yourself, are y'all the type of person like, we gotta talk right now, or would you like, you'll let it air out, give it an hour or two, then come? Like me, sometimes I'd be like, bro, I don't want to talk about this right now. But it's also like, you gotta be able to like get that off their chest, off a woman's chest, talk about like how they feel, get it off their chest, because like they be needing to get it off right away. And sometimes I be needing the time to just process, make sure I'm saying things the right way, because I have a problem saying the right things but not saying it the right way.
Yeah.
And like
That's it right there,
look,
bro.
That's the gem. That's the one.
look, my message be good, but my delivery is terrible.
Yeah.
And so if you don't give it the right delivery, what goes in one ear comes out the other. And so it's a very important you give the right delivery. So what do y'all think?
I feel like Amari touched on it earlier. Kind of like taking time to talk to God and just like take time away from the situation and like probably like not a super long time. You don't want to let it go
What if
by
your
too
girl
far.
pressing you right now? She right here. I want to talk about it right now. You like, "No, I don't want to talk about it. Or you saying like, I need to talk to God first, and she don't want to hear that. And she don't want to hear that. Boy, F you, woo, 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 woo. You got me all the way, woo, 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 woo. And you like, you know what I'm saying? She on 10.
I gotta step away because if I talk right then, bro, the words I want that I really want to come out are not gonna come out.
Okay.
Especially like she yelling, cussing at me, all that. Like I'm gonna get in my defensive bag and start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna turn ugly.
Do you curse
bro.
back at your girl?
No, I mean I don't really curse no more. So no, I would never try to curse my girl though. If I can control myself,
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
Yeah, I feel like it's situational. You know what I mean? Like certain situations where it's like, if it's certain situations where you can just like put a pause on the convo. Let's put a pin in this and let's just talk about this later, bro. When we both calm down, and that works every time. Usually, it's like y'all both calm down.
That's for your relationship though.
Yeah,
It's a lot of people out there that don't have the same thing.
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if you can put a pin in it, and if y'all both riled up, put a pin in it, bro. Because y'all have to calm down. And that's majority of the time. Once you calm down, you realize the stuff you did wrong. The other person usually realize what they did wrong, and they can finally drop the product deposit. But in the moment, if y'all are riled up in the moment, it's going to lead to nothing other than both people like being irritated, blah 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 blah. But like, if the person's trying to talk about it right then and there, and they like, no, we need to talk about this right now, like, then like it all depends on like how the other person feel. Like if the other person feel like I need to take time to respond to this, like for real, like. And the other person should just respect it, bro, and like wait. That's what maturity would be. Like wait for them to feel comfortable to talk about what they need to say, because they probably feel like they not gonna say the right thing right now. Like so, you just gotta give them time. Like that goes for yourself. Like if you feel like there's times I catch myself where like how I am in my relationship is like if something go wrong, I need to like have this resolved before we exit, before we part
So I can
ways.
get back feeling good.
Feeling good, because if we part ways with something
I'm
wrong,
stressed.
I'm just like it's like a something dragging me down while I'm moving around throughout the day. Like I'm constantly thinking like, bro, that stuff from earlier, I should have said this, or man, I shouldn't have said that, or like, she cool now? I don't even know. I gotta check in. You feel me? Like let's figure this out now. But sometimes that's not always the case, because even if you try to figure it out, sometimes there's pride on one end where it all depends, bro. It's really situational. I don't know.
Y'all heard what J. Cole said. Pride is the devil. I swear, like pride is just terrible. Man, y'all got any questions?
Let's talk business type of deal.
Go ahead.
Talk business. Deuce, how do you feel? I got a question for Deuce type of deal. Like,
Dudes, explain what you do.
yeah,
Yeah, bro. Let them know, bro.
I'm a barber, man. I'm a barber. I make and I also make social media content and whatnot, videos like self cuts, other people haircuts, and I also do like faith based content within my own self cuts. So, yeah.
My question was, how did you figure out like that's the route you wanted to take right now? Like, how did you figure out like that was something that was going to like, bring some attention to your content? Like, how do you know that like to combine those two things, like faith and haircuts at the same time? Because that's like it's a unique page. Like I don't really see barbers and faith in the same thing. Like having to talk while it's cutting hair, like it's low key tough. Like people come into content, leave also thinking about spiritual things. They also think like, man, that cut was fresh.
Facts. Now I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know to combine that, to be honest. Like, so I had a TikTok account where I would just like literally just talk about God and dang near every single TikTok video and whatnot. And then once I started doing the Instagram page, I kind of chilled on the TikTok a little bit, and I kind of just felt like that little, like, man, I'm not like, how can I honor God through my Instagram page? You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's something we all called to do in everything that we do. And so, but I was kind of conflicted, like, man, I can't really, like, how I'm gonna bring God into haircuts? You know what I mean? Until I started doing the self cut videos, I seen somebody do a video that blew up with just them cutting their hair and whatnot. So I decided to do that, and I put that on there. And then I was like, shoot, I might as well go ahead and talk in this mug a little bit too, because I got some words of advice or maybe some funny stuff I want to say, whoop to whoop. And then it just hit me to go ahead and talk about God in one video, and that mug took off. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this must be God showing me like, okay, this is gonna work for you. You know what I mean?
That's tough, bro.
So, yeah.
It be them small signs. Trey, what
Facts.
about you, bro?
What?
Talk about your journey, you know what I'm saying? Being a college kid, maturing, going through that college experience. Like, man, y'all about to graduate soon. Like,
Wow, low key, bro.
how do you feel like college has changed you as a man, or things you experience? Like, when you're not around your parents and you're doing different things, like you learn a lot about yourself, and you mature and you go through different things. So how do you feel like, where you at now? Like, where do you feel like you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Bro, honestly, like coming into college, bro, I was looking for like that party like kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You looking to get wild.
bro, for real, like first few days, I'm thinking it's finna be tea. Like, I'm getting, like, it was all that, bro. So, like, after that, like, COVID and all that, like, my freshman year was COVID year. So, it was like, we couldn't really do nothing. We was in a room. Mario was my roommate, so he kind of went through the same thing. So, then sophomore year, we went through that too. Now I'm here, and it's like, just finding God, bro, honestly. Like, the people that I got put around is crazy. Like, most of the people, like my homie Christian, homie Austin, Amari, Deuce, like all my people's like, they just put me around God, bro. And now, like where I'm at now, I would have never seen myself where I'm at right now. So it's like still maturing, still growing up,
Yeah,
but still learning like more about myself every day, like maturing, chilling out on certain things, like just learning about myself every day. It's like the little things that you learn about yourself is crazy, bro. For real, especially having your own apartment. My fault. Having your own apartment, bro.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, dorm life to apartment life is way different.
way different.
Way different, bro.
Totally.
Having to maintain and clean up after yourself, and just doing the different things.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Amari, talk about the experience you went through this summer with you and Allie, and just your personal experience with God and taking it to the next level and growing in that situation.
This past summer, summer 2022 was like my favorite summer I ever had. I think it was like, it was the best time of my life because, and it still resides now with me because, this is the time I gave my life to God during that time, and it was really a time where it was a group of college students, about like 250 of us, down in Gulf Shores, Alabama. It was really a spiritual greenhouse where you were able to optimize and really learn how to walk with God, learn how to share your faith, learn what it looks like to pray and mature spiritually, what it looks like to have an outward faith. Because, a lot of people, it's a thing where we learned down there, just like a lot of people call themselves Christians. We call them nominal Christians. People call themselves Christians, but never, walk in alignment with God ever. You know what I'm saying? And I had to really learn. It woke me up with like, yo, I'm that person. I'm the person that says I follow God, I follow Christ, I'm a Christian, but I don't do nothing for God. I don't even know what the Bible says. I have no idea what it says. So, I learned how to, also just submit myself. I got humbled down there a lot. Just like looking in the Bible was like looking in the mirror. You feel me? So like, I had it so many times. I'm looking at myself like, yo, like, man, I gotta change. I gotta really change who I am. And I give my life to Christ down there. It's really no looking back. Like, that when I gave my life to Christ, I gave my life to Christ. For like anything I do is for the purpose of advancing God's kingdom. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to raise up generations of disciples. I'm trying to grow spiritually on a day-to-day basis, and it's not an easy road. Matthew 7:13-14 says, "Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only a few find it." And it's the idea of like, man, I found this narrow road, and it's so easy to walk off the narrow road. It's so easy to be like, man, look at that bigger route, man. It's so much easier just to walk over there with everybody else. It's like, am I going to just flow downstream with what the world says is right to do? Or am I going to try to swim upstream, bro? You feel me? Like, it's harder to swim upstream against the grain. It is radical. Following God, following Christ is radical, bro. People, Christ said people going to hate you because of me, and it's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, the tension that God, when you bring God in the room, the tension they bring in the room is unparalleled. People's heart shifts, either good or bad, because they like, I don't want that God stuff around me for a reason, because they know it opens up a spiritual conversation, and it's automatically you get deeper with people. So, I'm going down a rabbit hole, but like, it definitely it's changed my whole life, because I could have got an internship last summer, and I chose to, God was calling me to go and take further steps with Him, and I chose that, and like, he's blessing me abundantly ever since then.
That was deep.
I mean, that was deep.
That was deep, and it's changed your life. And as we get older, it's just like, man, I used to be that kid going to church. I would be in church, falling asleep, look, neck crook, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm slobbing in church. Man, I just want to say to all the younger generation, or even people that's older, take your faith serious, because God can change your life in one day. And if you just, in 1 hour, 1 minute, like, literally, he can tell you to go to get a lottery ticket right now and you win $10 million. So it's just, you just have to really take your faith serious. And if you really want to, you know, go to heaven or get close to God, you just got to take your faith serious. Get you a Bible, do your notes, you know what I'm saying? Do your readings, because it'll change your life. And it's changed mine for sure. And I feel like we all live an example of how it's changed us, and, you know, just the different experiences we have going on now, because, like, we all getting blessed. And so, yeah, it's just crazy to think what my life was without God, and what I thought was good, and what I thought fulfilled me, and just, it's always that gap I had, like something more. Like, I would get something, but then it's like something else I need. You know what I'm saying? I would make a basketball team, don't make a basketball team, or I'm still not happy. This is all I wanted. I thought I wanted, but it's like, it really doesn't fulfill me. And so now, just have my relationship with God, things have just changed. And so now, life is much better.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, I know, like, everybody in this room understand, like, the walk with God, man, is like, it's really unparalleled. Because what it does is it opens your eyes to, you know, the things around you, what your whole life you thought was right. It really corrects your paths. You know what I'm saying? Like, God will straighten your paths, man. Like, and I know this is truth because I'm living it, bro. You feel me? Like, I can really sit here and confidently say, like, I've experienced Jesus. You feel me? I've experienced God. Like, I meet with God daily. You feel me? Like, I take time out of my mornings to pray. You know what I'm saying? And connect with him and get to know him. It's a relationship. You feel me? Like, I always tell people, like, man, you feel like you're far from God. Okay, well, think if it's a relationship with God, you're gonna talk to your girlfriend every day. You're gonna check in with her. You're gonna talk to her. You're gonna tell her how you feeling. You're gonna tell her how you doing. You're not gonna go weeks without talking to your girl, bro. Is that really your girl then? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in the same way, it's like, I'm going to check in with God every day, because I know that I have a relationship with him, and he's the one that is providing everything for me spiritually, mentally, and usually you can tell the difference from it's a before and after. It's a 180. You do a flip. You feel me? Like, you were walking in one direction, and you start to slowly turn and trust God for what he says is right. And, you know, I've also heard other things say, like, you hold on to this $10, bro. And you gripping it, and God's just telling you, open your hands, bro. That's it, just open it. And you like, nah, I got $10, bro. Like, I work hard for this 10, man. I be grinding 10 years for this $10. And God say, just open your hands, bro, for 1 second. I got you. You give it to God. You finally open up, and you just like, here. He take it, bro. He gonna combine that 10 with another 90 and give you back 100. Got you. Blessed you.
Look,
But all you had to do was trust that he was gonna take that from you and give it. Because people think following God means that it's gonna just, you gonna get, it means that God don't like fun. God don't like sex. No, God loves sex. He created sex.
he designed it.
He designed experience. He designed our lives. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we got to realize, like, we following him is going to give us the most optimal life experience. And he does not, it doesn't mean we're not going to have trials. You know what I'm saying? He says it in James 1. He says, consider pure joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. So that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. God gonna give you gonna have trials. He ordained it. He ordained that trials because of sin we will have trials. But he's gonna give you that peace throughout the storm. You know what I'm saying? He gonna give you that peace.
That was a great message. Look, that was a great message.
You be snapping, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You be
I
snapping.
wanted to be a pastor.
It's just passion for God, bro. Like, when it come to talk about God, I could talk about him all day. Cause I meet with him every day. It's like how much you know a person. I could tell you all about my girl, bro. You feel me? I can tell you what she like, what she don't like. I tell you what she wear, what she don't wear. I can tell you what she do from morning to night. Her common the stuff she does, her personality traits. Like, she ain't gonna like that.
Yeah.
Like, how you know? She my girl. I talk to her every day. I see what she does in the morning and nighttime. When I meet with God, bro, I know I know my Father. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the person that's guiding my steps. And when you in alignment with that, you can't be defeated, bro. You feel me? And it's also the idea of like, it's James 1 2 through might be 5 James 1 5 through 7. It says, if any one of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. Right? But then it says, you must believe and not doubt. Because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea being blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. When I think about that verse, I just think about the fact that, do you believe that God's gonna do it for you? God's not gonna bless you if you have 99% belief in that 1% belief that He's gonna do it for you. Is that I don't believe? That's that slight feeling like, I don't know if He really can do it for me, but I'm gonna pray anyway.
Yeah.
Think He finna deliver, bro? Nah, man. Nah. He that's not what He does. But he looks for people to have pure belief in Him, that He will move mountains for a person that has full faith and full belief in Him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's just so many things with God, bro. So many things that I like. And I'm just I'm fired up right now. That's why I'm fired up, bro.
I'm always fired up.
I just think about Philippians 2, bro. Philippians 2 says, like, in your relationships with one another, have the same mindset as Christ Jesus, who being in very nature God, did not consider equality with God something to take advantage of. Rather, He made Himself nothing, taking the form of a servant, being made in human likeness. The God of the universe being 100% man, 100% God. He made Himself nothing. He had humility. He was a servant to all. And if we're supposed to be a reflection of God, what you think we're supposed to do? We gotta serve others. That the purpose of living our life is not for us no more. Everything that we do is undercover. My life, everything I do is I'm undercover for Christ, bro. I'm pulling up. They don't know, man. Oh, he do this, bro. Oh, he doing this. He got X, Y, Z. How? And you talk to me, I ain't talk about none of that. I'm talking about God. Yeah. Like, yo, this dude trying to talk about God with me, bro. I've never had anyone come to my face about God. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, my bad.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Yeah, you good.
You know, we love the message. Bro. Love the message.
Talk that talk, bro.
You know, we got one last question to end off the pod. Just give some advice to some, the younger generation about what you've learned. What's the biggest lesson y'all learned to this point in y'all life, and somebody can use it and improve themselves. Start off, Deuce.
Hey, I'm starting it up again.
We started Trey.
I gotta think about it first.
I'll start. It's really just piggybacking off of a whole bunch of the stuff that Mari said. Bro, find God, bro. Build that relationship with Him, and learn to like lean on Him in every single area of your life. Even when it says, what is it? Proverbs 3:5. Lean not on your own understanding and trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not in your own understanding. That's a real thing that I feel like you have to learn how to do, because otherwise you're going to miss out on stuff that God has designed for you, or you're going to delay it, one of the two. You know what I mean? And I feel like every area of my life where I've leaned on God and not walked by my own sight, that's when I've experienced a whole bunch of blessings. So I'll say build that relationship with God and learn how to trust Him.
I'm going to go next. That was a great, Deuce. I'm going to say be patient with your journey and have full faith in God and be patient. You know what I'm saying? Keep fighting every single day. Don't give up on your dreams every single day. Keep fighting, because it takes one day to change your life. So have that patience. You know what I'm saying? You pray to God about something. He's not going to just hand it to you. He's going to see if you're going to work for it. Once He give you the opportunity, are you ready? Are you really, preparing yourself? So just be patient. And when the opportunity comes, just be ready to execute.
I'll say, just don't look at your L's as a loss. I feel like you could learn so much from taking a loss. And I feel like taking a loss, you could really look down and be like, man, like you could be really hurting off that one loss. But that one loss, you could learn so much from it. So I say just take that loss that you're taking right now, or you took in the past, and just look at it and just analyze it. And see what you did wrong, things that you could change, things that you could learn about it, and just apply it when you're moving forward. That's what I was saying.
Reach.
Bro.
I think the last thing I'll definitely say is discipline yourself. Discipline yourself, man. That is the number one thing I'll say is that's been the most fruitful in my life is discipline, bro. Hebrews 12:11 says, "No discipline at the time seems pleasant but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness for those who have been harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it." So it's the idea of like discipline. It sucks, man. It sucks, bro. Getting up, you trying to discipline yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. It hurts, man. Trying to get out that bed, man. You know, y'all know that rollover, man. That alarm hit. I can snooze, man. Just want to snooze. Or the idea is, or discipline yourself like, man, I'm going to consistently check in on my friends, man, once a week. Man, I'm going to discipline myself in that. Are you going to stay consistent and discipline yourself in all areas of your life? Be a consistent person, bro. That's all you got to be. Just be a person that is consistent in everything that they do. Don't be a person that's like, man, I heard you was doing this, man. What happened with that? Man, I don't know, man. Like, be a person that's dedicated and consistent in all they do. You know what I'm saying? And just in discipline too. So yeah, that's what I'll say. That's my number one message.
Consistency is key, man.
Consistency.
Absolutely.
And last thing I want to just take off, as a man, the biggest thing you have is your word. And if you give someone your word, or you gave yourself your word that you're gonna do something, do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all people look at you as your word. Do it. If you said you were gonna do something, you said you was gonna be this person, you was gonna make this change, or if you're gonna lose that weight, if you're gonna get that job, if you're gonna start your faith with God, make it happen. We want to say thank you for tuning in to Trade Perspectives. We out.
Deuces.
Yes, sir.